The music was playing, the lights were sparkling, and every corner of the grand hall was decorated with pink and gold balloons. It should have been the happiest day of her year. Yet Lily Carter, daughter of one of the most powerful CEOs in the city, sat alone at her birthday table, staring at a cake meant for a girl who had friends, a girl who could stand and dance, someone she no longer was. Everyone was there because her father commanded it, business partners, politicians, media figures, yet none were there for her. Their smiles were for the CEO, not his paralyzed daughter. Lily tried to lift the fork, but her hand trembled. She had been paralyzed from the waist down after a car accident a year ago. Her so-called friends slowly disappeared. People stopped inviting her. They didn't know how to treat her anymore. She blinked back tears. "I just wanted to feel normal today," she whispered. Then, the grand doors opened. A man walked in, late, a little out of breath, holding the hand of a small girl. His jacket was worn, shoes slightly old. He clearly didn't belong to this world of luxury, diamonds, and suits. His name was Ethan Brooks, a mechanic, and beside him was his 7-year-old daughter, Ava. Ava looked around in amazement, but when she spotted Lily alone, she frowned. She tugged her father's sleeve. "Daddy, why is she sad on her birthday?" Ethan followed his daughter's gaze. He saw Lily in her wheelchair, isolated while the room laughed and clinked glasses, pretending not to notice her pain. Ava didn't wait. She walked straight to Lily. "Hi. I'm Ava. Can I sit with you?" Lily was startled. People rarely approached her anymore. "You want to sit with me?" "Yeah. Birthdays are supposed to have friends." "I can be one today," Ava said with the purest smile. Lily's lips trembled. "I would like that, a lot." A moment later Ethan reached them. "I'm sorry if she's bothering you." "She's not," Lily said quickly. "She's the first person to talk to me all evening." Ethan looked at the grand table, the untouched cake, the lonely candles. His voice softened. "Then I think we came at the right time." Ava giggled. "Can we sing?" Lily nodded, and for the first time in months, her smile reached her eyes. They began to sing, just the three of them. The hall grew quieter as people slowly turned, confused. Why was the neglected birthday girl smiling with a mechanic and his child? Lily blew out her candles. "What did you wish for?" Ava asked. "A friend," Lily said, "and I already got her." But the world wasn't kind. As they talked, laughter finally surrounding Lily, Simon Carter, her father, approached. He was tall, intimidating, always in control. "Who are you, and why are you sitting here?" he demanded. "Dad, they're my guests," Lily said nervously. Simon's voice sharpened. "This event is filled with leaders, investors, people of value. This is not a place for..." Ethan stood up, calm but firm. "People of value? I'm sorry, sir, but kindness is value. Your daughter is alone at her own birthday party. The room is full, yet not one person sees her." Simon was stunned. No one ever spoke to him like that. Ava held Lily's hand. "She's amazing. Why can't they see it?" Lily's eyes filled again, not from sadness this time, but from feeling understood. The moment that changed everything. Simon looked around. For the first time, he realized the truth. The entire evening was just a business display. He had forgotten what mattered, his daughter. When Ethan tried to leave quietly, Lily reached for his hand. "Please, don't go yet." Simon exhaled and said, "No. Stay. Both of you." Ava beamed. Ethan sat back down, and instead of speeches about profits, the three finished the cake together. Simon watched, guilt tightening his chest. Later that night, when everyone was gone, Simon approached Ethan. "How did you notice what I didn't?" he asked. Ethan replied, "Because I lost someone once by thinking success was more important than being present. I won't make that mistake again." "Don't make it either." Simon nodded, eyes heavy. "Thank you." A friendship that healed them all. Days turned into weeks. Lily and Ava became inseparable. Ethan taught Lily minor wheelchair repairs. Ava taught her how to laugh again. Lily helped Ava with school, encouraging her to dream big. Simon changed too: fewer meetings, more breakfasts with Lily, more walks in the garden, more listening. Ethan eventually started working as a private engineer for Simon's company, designing better mobility devices for people with disabilities. Lily became the face of the project, speaking for those like her. And on her next birthday, the hall was full again, but different. This time, they were there for her. Children played. Laughter filled every corner. Lily sat at her table, not alone, but surrounded by real friends. She looked at Ethan and Ava. "I used to think my accident took everything from me," she said. "But maybe, it led the right people into my life." Ethan smiled. Sometimes life breaks us so the right things can enter through the cracks. Final message. We measure people by wealth, status, looks, ability. But one moment of genuine kindness holds more power than all of it. Lily didn't need a room full of guests. She just needed one person brave enough to sit beside her. The sun streamed gently through the window as Lily waited by the living room door, fingers tapping the arm of her wheelchair in growing excitement. It had been 3 weeks since her birthday, 3 weeks since Ava and Ethan walked into her life like a miracle she never knew she needed. Today was special. Today, she was leaving the house not for a doctor's appointment, not for therapy, and not for another stiff corporate dinner where she felt invisible. Today, she was going somewhere fun. And she wasn't going alone. The doorbell rang. Her heart thumped. Lily, her father, Simon, called as he opened the door. Ethan stood there, clean shirt, a shy smile, and a small toolkit bag over his shoulder. Beside him, Ava bounced excitedly. "Ready for your first real adventure?" Ava grinned. Lily's cheeks warmed. "I've been ready since yesterday." A wheelchair like no other. Before they could leave, Ethan knelt beside Lily's wheelchair. "I made a few adjustments," he explained. "It'll handle slopes better, and the wheels won't shake when you go over bumpy ground." "You did all that for me?" Lily asked, stunned. Ethan looked up, eyes gentle. "You deserve to see the world without fear stopping you." Simon watched quietly from behind. He felt a familiar sting of guilt. This mechanic had invested more care in 3 weeks than he himself had in months. As they headed to the park, Lily noticed something. The world felt larger today. Not because the park was any different, but because she wasn't facing it alone. The park everyone avoided. Kids played around them. But the last time she had been in a place like this, whispers followed her. "There's the girl in the wheelchair. Is she broken? Why does she look like that now?" Those memories usually pushed her back inside her shell. But today, Ava was with her. "Come on." Ava tugged her hand. "There's a path near the lake, and Daddy says it looks like sparkles when the sun hits it." Lily looked at the slope leading down. Her throat tightened. She froze. Ethan noticed immediately. "What's the fear telling you?" he asked softly. "That I'll lose control. That people will stare. That I'll fall. That you don't have to do it alone," Ethan finished. "How about I go beside you, and Ava rides on the back?" Ava jumped. "Yes. I'm the official wheelchair captain." Lily took a shaky breath, and nodded. Slowly, the wheels began to roll. Every turn of the wheel felt like reclaiming a piece of her life. The earth beneath them trembled faintly, tiny bumps on the path, and yet she didn't stop. Halfway down, she laughed, a sound she hadn't heard from herself in months. And the world didn't end. A conversation by the water. They reached the lake. The sun shimmered across the water like 1,000 diamonds dancing. Lily breathed deeply. "I didn't think I'd ever see this again." Ethan sat on the grass beside her. "Do you know what I see when I look at you, Lily?" She shook her head. "A girl who survived something that should have broken her. And she's still learning how to live again." Lily's eyes softened. "Everybody else just sees a wheelchair." Ethan smiled. "That's because they're looking with their eyes. I'm looking with my heart." So is Ava. Ava nodded firmly, her tiny hand slipping into Lily's. "You're a hero. Heroes don't always run or fly. Some roll." Lily blinked fast, swallowing a lump of emotion. The offer that changed everything. When they returned home, Simon invited Ethan to stay for tea. The air was different now, warmer, human. "Ethan," Simon said, clearing his throat, "you've done more for Lily than any therapist or specialist ever has." Ethan shook his head. "She did it herself. I just stood beside her." Simon exhaled deeply. "I don't want this to be temporary. I want you, both of you, to stay in our lives." Ava looked up, eyes wide. "Does that mean more cake days?" Lily laughed. "Yes. Definitely more cake days." Then Simon said the words that would change all of their lives. "I want our company to create mobility devices, better ones. More affordable ones. And I want you to lead the engineering side of it." Ethan froze. "Sir, that would change everything for people like Lily." Simon looked at his daughter, then back at him. "That's the point." Lily felt something in her heart shift, something healing. For the first time, she let herself believe that her life was not over. It was just beginning. End of chapter 2. If you want, I can continue the story with